Hello, my name is Vicki and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to practice a yoga sequence that you can do every day. And I hand selected these simple stretches for the whole body. Be beneficial, especially if you wake up in the morning, you're feeling tight, stiff, or sore, or if you come home from work, then this would also work too for later in the evening and you want to get rid of the tightness or stiffness from sitting maybe all day or doing physical labor, then this would also be a good choice before you go to bed. So these are stretches I have done all my life and I just really love the simplicity of it, but they're very effective. So try this out, try this routine. It's only 20 minutes and after that 20 minutes you're going to feel great. So thank you for watching. If you like it, please like the button, or you are welcome to make a comment. Love to hear from you. Or better yet, you can subscribe to my channel and get the weekly fitness health updates. So thank you so much again for watching. Namaste. Feet on the mat, grab the back of the legs, sit up real tall in the beginning and just hold on to the hamstrings. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tuck in and you're going to roll down. Rest your head on the floor, the blanket. Just make sure the neck is long. Now allow your arms to relax to your side, rotating the palms up. And I'd like everyone to bring your feet under your knees, or the other option, if your back is feeling pretty good and not tight, go ahead and stretch your legs across the mat. Take an inhale and reach your arms up into sleepwalk position and press those shoulder blades down into the mat. Let's interlock your fingers, stretch out through your wrists, your forearms, your elbows. Take an inhale, reach your arms over the crown of your head and point your toes so that you feel like you're just stretching and elongating the spine. Take another full breath in, and as you exhale out, let's hug your right knee in. So take those interlocked fingers on the shin and draw the knee more towards your armpits, so a little bit outside the torso. Hug that knee in and take a nice rotation of your ankle. Oh, good. Take a deep breath in. And now as you exhale out, let's reverse that rotation. Now draw the knee in slightly a bit more. And now we're going to take a nice twist. So you're going to take your hand, the opposite hand, on the outside of your thigh, and we're just going to roll over into a knee down twist. So we're rolling to the outside of your left inner thigh. You're reaching the arm across the floor. And just rest. Pause here for a moment. And even though we're in a twist, take your breath down into the diaphragm, into the belly. And start to notice what areas of the outer thigh and hip, their contact or their touch to the earth. Stay focused on that rise and fall of the belly. Just taking one more cleansing breath. And now gently roll onto your back, moving into your upside down four. So maybe that left foot is pressing down into the mat. We're flexing that foot that's on the upside down four. You can gently press into the inner thigh. But if that isn't really enough stretch, you may decide to go ahead and bring the knee up and wrap the hand around the hamstring. And so this is an amazing release here for the hip the hip joint, the gluteus. And this is great for your low back. So I like to do a little cradling of the baby. Sometimes we can wrap the hand around that outer quad into the shin, or maybe we're just holding onto the knee. Your other hand is holding onto that flexed foot. And just take that leg and bring it to you. So you should notice that. Nice little deep stretch there. You may pause here for a moment and breathe, or you may just kind of rock that knee, cradling that rock knee. And so getting a bit of a massage into the low back always feels so good. Very nice. And then you're going to pause. Let's bring both knees into your chest, hug in, and just stretch out through the low back. So take another full breath in. And as you exhale out, let's tuck the chin in, roll up, and come into a nose between the knees. So a little cannonball. We can grab the feet, pull in, tuck the chin in towards your chest. Take another inhale. As you exhale, roll down through the spine. Let's take the right foot down. And let's leave the left knee now into the chest. Now if you were stretching the leg out on the other side, go ahead and stretch the leg back out here. Bring the knee a little outside your torso and draw it towards the armpit. Now while we're holding this amazing hip stretch, let's circle that foot around and give a nice joint freeing type of action here for our ankle. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, let's reverse that circle. Good. See if we can release the shoulders and soften them a bit. Now bring the knee back over the hip and we'll come into our twist. So taking that hand on the outside of your left thigh and just moving slowly. Take your time coming into this twist. Again, you can center the hip on your mat and reach the opposite arm across the floor. Turn the head away from that bent knee. And once you're settled into the shape of this posture, then go ahead and close your eyes and move into that breath, allowing the breath to flow in and out of the body. Start to soften those areas that you might be unconsciously holding. And notice the stretch across the chest, the front of the shoulder, the collarbone, all the way down to the fingertips. So we're just chilling here, kind of waking up our body, just letting it know that we're going to move into some more active movements and getting it ready. You're going to take another full breath. You're going to roll onto your back and come into your upside down four. Remember, there's so many variations on this pose, and I'd like you to do the one that works best for your body. So those who have really tight backs or tight hips, maybe this is all they need, is just that little pressure into the inner thigh. For some of us who've been practicing for a while, maybe we're going to go around the hamstring or maybe even that shin. We're going to relax the shoulder blades down and just pause here for a moment with a couple of rounds of breaths. And as we notice those areas of tightness, we allow ourselves to use our breath to soften and release. So moving into our cradling the baby, you're going to hold on to that foot and maybe you're going to draw the elbow around the knee, if that feels right for you. And bringing that leg in this upside down forward position, just a bit closer to your chest. Not much. This is a small movement. Now you're holding here. We can gently rock our cradling, right? Our cradled baby, which is our knee. And just kind of roll a little bit side to side. And again, these are not big movements. These are small movements. Take a big deep breath in, so lots of oxygen into the body. You're going to pause for a moment, keeping this foot flexed. Hug the knees in. And now we're going to either, you have a choice here, you can roll to your side, or you can cross at your ankles, grab your feet, and start to roll all the way up. Good. Use your blanket, or if you not necessary, we're going to come into easy cross-legged position. So Suasana. And let's kind of line it up so that the ankles are lining up, the knees are out wide, hands resting on your knees, and ground the sit bones. And come into your tallest posture. You're going to bring your fingertips out to the side, and let's inhale, sweep your arms up over the crown of your head. As you exhale, draw the hands to the heart center and bow your chin. Now from Namaste hands, interlock your fingers and press the palms down towards the floor. And open up the shoulder blades so that they're separating. You can really stretch through the forearms, the elbows, all the way up to the upper back. Let's inhale, circle the arms up over the top of your head and start to unstick the rib cage. Just allowing yourself to sway. The intercostal muscles get a little sticky sometimes, so we just want to gently stretch them out. So hold here, take an inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands behind your back. Interlock your fingers and draw the shoulder blades together, really opening through the heart. So rolling the arm bones back and down. Take a lift of your heart, your sternum, and the crown of your head. Perfect. Let's bring our hands onto your knees and lift the knees up. Take your blanket to pad your knees. Mat, curl the toes under and push into our downward facing dog. Good, and then just start to check out the back of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves, pressing through the palms of the hands, lengthening through the spine. Take a couple rounds of breath. And bend the knees and walking your hands and your feet together, coming into a ragdoll position. Good. Now let's go ahead and, like a rag doll, we're just going to roll up. So let the head hang, let the arms hang, and start to tuck the tailbone down as you pull the belly in and roll all the way up. Good. So coming into some standing postures, let's come to the very top of our mat. Hands to the heart. Let's inhale, circle the arms up. And as you exhale, swan dive to that forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Now, as you forward fold, let's step the left leg back. So we're going to stay in this high lunge, but let's ground the left hand to the mat and reach the right arm into our twist. Good. Take another full breath. Release your hand down and go ahead and drop the back knee down. Let's push the torso up and then inhale, reach your arms up like you're holding the sun between your hands, lifting your heart. Take another full breath. Release your hands behind your back. Good. Opening the heart, opening the lungs. So draw the shoulder blades together into a nice back bend. Take another full breath. Release your hands down to the mat. Curl the back foot under and lift that back knee up. Slide the right foot back to your plank position. Take an inhale. As you exhale, push all the way back to our downward facing dog. And find your perfect down dog for you today. If the hamstrings are really tight, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to still lengthen out through the spine. We'll take another full breath. We're going to send your right leg up towards the sky. Now using the strength of your abdominals, you swing that leg forward, your knee towards your chest, and step the foot up. And then the opposite foot. Forward fold. Inhale to that half lift. Pull that navel in, circle the arms up towards the sky. Bring the hands back together and to your heart center. Good. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale to the swan dive, Uttanasana. That forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Good. Forward fold, and let's step the right foot back. So we're in this high lunge, getting the knee over the ankle, ground the right hand to the mat, come into a twist so that you're dropping this right hip down, you're pulling the belly into the inner thigh of that left leg, reaching the arm up. Let's go ahead and release the hand down to the mat. So we're framing our front foot. You're going to drop the knee, the back knee down. Lift your torso up and reach your arms next to your ears. So sink into your hips, but open the arms wide as you reach up to that sun. You're opening the palms up, spreading those fingers, lifting your heart. Take another full breath. Very good. Release your hands down to the mat. Let's curl the back foot under and lift the knee up. Slide that left foot back to your strong plank. So you're really engaged into the core. Your arms are strong, your legs are strong, and now you're going to push all the way back to your down dog. Just taking another cleansing breath. Let's send the left leg up towards the sky. Now draw your shoulders over your wrists, draw the knee in towards your chest, and step that left foot forward and your right. Good. Forward fold. Inhale, come into a half lift. Flat back and arms like wings circle up. Reach up to the sky. Good. Bring your hands to the heart center. Good. Good. So step the feet as wide as your mat and rotate the feet slightly out. We're going to come into Malasana. So you're going to bend your knees and we're going to bring our hands, our elbows to our inner thighs as we drop the hips down. Really feel the connection of the outer arm, the tricep, into your inner thigh. Press the palms of the hands together, releasing the low back and the hips. Very good. Take another full breath. Release your hands to the floor, or behind you actually, and come into a seated position. you would bring your forearms to the floor. Stretch your legs out and roll back. Let's start our meditation in bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Resting the knees out wide and the bottom of the feet together. Tuck the shoulder blades down. And rest your hands onto your belly. And take that smooth breath in. Allowing the rise and fall of the belly. And we'll just take one more cleansing breath. Let's bring your hands on the outside of your thighs and draw your knees up. Let's walk the feet wide, tuck that tailbone down. Let's get the sacrum and just do a few windshield wipers, just rolling side to side. And giving that nice massage in the low back and beautiful inner outer thigh stretch. And then we're going to go ahead and pause to one side, just rolling over into our embryo position and using your hand to push up into easy cross-legged position. As we come back into Suasana, bringing your hands to Namaste, bow your chin. And take a moment to honor yourself, honor your practice today. The light in me salutes that light and that divine that is in you. And together we say, Namaste.